Bobby's biggest nightmare came true. Bobby Lashley got ghosted on a dating show.
What do you mean no women?
I never thought it would be possible. Bobby is all about them women. So what happened here? Why is Bobby sitting alone? I mean, my man even put on his lucky suit. What happened? That is a lie. That would never happen. We all know that. He was here to talk with Brock. I wish you guys saw what happened after the show. It's time to talk about the Halloween edition of Raw. Happy Halloween, everybody. This year, I'm dressed as my favorite YouTuber. You know, a certain small man with a large forehead. You know, spiky hair, wide nose. You know that guy. Greatness TV. This show was a big exception to the rule that every WWE Halloween show absolutely sucks. Hey, it's a pumpkin. Super kick into a pumpkin. Okay, we still got that. We got an RKO with a pumpkin on Otis's head. But all in all, it was just business as usual with some costumes, so I can kinda appreciate that. Because we didn't get as much goofiness as expected. The show kicks off with Bianca Belair versus Nikki Cross. No more ass, ladies and gentlemen. No more Nikki's ass. You'll be missed. So this was the first match of Nikki Cross ever since she came back to the WWE. That was actually last week. And what a match. I mean, it's Bianca Belair versus Nikki Cross. That's a huge match for Nikki's career. The match itself was actually good. You know, she can actually be a great wrestler instead of just a horrible superhero gimmick, almost superhero. Of course, during this match, we saw damage control. They distracted the referee. Bayley attacks Bianca Belair. Nikki Cross doesn't care. She still attacked Bayley and damage control. However, the match continues and Bianca Belair takes the W. She wins the match. After the match, Damage Control attacks Bianca Belair, but we see Alexa Bliss and Asuka, so they take care of Damage Control and they stand tall. Okay, maybe that was not the best idea to have this match. We all know Nikki Cross is not gonna win against Bianca Belair, so it was her first match. Maybe wasn't the best idea. You know, but I don't know what's happening with Damage Control lately. They're losing momentum, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit later on the show. Asuka and Alexa Bliss challenge Damage Control to a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match in the main event of tonight's show. And we did get that match. Honestly, I was kinda shocked. We see Bobby waiting. He doesn't like his time being wasted. Every minute wasted for Bobby is a minute without women. Bobby Lashley is not surprised that we're not seeing Brock Lesnar right here. He expected this. Brock Lesnar is a coward. No, he's not. We hear the ultimate farmer's music and he's ready to talk. I didn't come to Texas for a sit-down interview. I came here to fight. So Bobby, get your ass out here. Charming Brock. Brock was as charming as always, ladies and gentlemen. He talked to the good people of Texas. You know, he's a cowboy. He has a funny, cute hat. I like this rivalry because none of them are heels. They're just men with big ass dicks and egos. So we see Bobby Lashley. Brock Lesnar was smart about it. So we got a big ass brawl. You know it's big when you have the whole roster trying to stop them. But who could stop Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar? Well, we got Triple H, and even Triple H couldn't stop them for a minute. But then he did. This is personal. I don't even know why. They barely explained it. Like I've said, they just have big egos, so it's a dick measuring contest right here. Who has a bigger Coco Jumbo? But you gotta love Triple H being an on-screen character. If they touch each other, this fight is off. 9 days from tonight. 9 days from tonight. Okay, I'm sorry, Triple H. That wasn't cringy at all. I just liked the loud voice. Sorry for comparing you to Tony Khan. So yeah, I kinda like it. I'm actually kinda excited about the match right now because I feel it's gonna be physical. I think it's gonna be better than the previous match they had. I'm just gonna say, well, I still don't understand the story that much. Like I've said, it feels like they're just measuring Coco Jumbos. Schmeckles. You know, peepees. Peniseviches. Which is fine. You know, they're big men and they just want to find out which one is stronger. Maybe that's the story. I don't know. They do have some history, but it seems like it was kind of over. Then we see Austin Theory, and he has an issue with what Seth Rollins said about his cash-in last week on commentary, saying that it's not gonna happen. So we got Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory. Rollins with a new hairstyle, new color. He dyed his hair. I actually talked about that in my Reddit video, so if you want to check that out. I'll leave the annotation at the end of this one. Obviously, you're going to have a great match against Seth Rollins no matter what. You could be a man with no legs, no arms. Seth Rollins is gonna take care of you. But, Austin Theory is a great wrestler, so I feel like they have a lot of chemistry. It was, fun watching it from a story perspective as well, because, Seth Rollins was kinda Theory's mentor. It's also interesting how Seth Rollins was working as a babyface during this match. He was even high-fiving people. The finish of the match was also really, really good. So Theory was going for the pedigree. Seth Rollins reverses it and straight into the curb stomp. Seth Rollins takes the W. Your United States champion. Is he a babyface? I don't necessarily think so, but for this match, he was working as a babyface, and I kinda get that. Austin Theory is a lot more cocky, he's a lot less likable, so they needed a guy for people to cheer for, but I'm also not, removing the possibility of Seth Rollins actually being a good guy right now. That's legit possible because he's the United States champion. I'm sure they want to have Seth Rollins having a great United States championship title reign, and we all know that United States championship is kind of made for babyface people right now because we do appreciate the open challenges or whatnot. It was time for the tribal chief Roman Reigns to talk. People kept chanting Usi, and he laughed, of course. He actually responded to the crowd saying that after Crown Jewel, you're going to see new Jey Uso. He's gonna act Usi again. And then he talked about Logan Paul. He says, I always put over my opponents, but Logan Paul, really? I'm not gonna do it. Paul is going to do it, because Roman Reigns doesn't like outsiders, so he's not gonna talk about him. Paul Heyman talked about Logan Paul's injury, about his metal plate in his hand, but Roman Reigns is going to smash him anyway. The Miz interrupts, and obviously The Miz has a plan. He wants Roman Reigns to help him against Dexter Lumis, and in return, he's going to help him with Logan Paul because he knows everything about Logan Paul. Everything that Logan Paul knows is because of The Miz. It seems like Roman Reigns agrees. He's kinda happy with what The Miz said. Why is everybody talking about Logan Paul knocking me out? Boom! But they're not talking about me knocking out Logan Paul. Yeah, that was a great segment. For a split second, I thought, okay, that could actually be fire, Sami Zayn works with the Bloodline. It's funny, The Miz could actually do kinda the same, but again, that's a bit too much, and I'm happy Roman Reigns changed his mind. The Miz is injured and he doesn't want to face Mustafa Ali tonight. But then Mustafa made fun of his balls because not everything is bigger in Texas, and The Miz changed his mind. Then we see the Judgment Day. Carl Anderson faced Damian Priest, and this kinda pissed me off. I mean, nothing against Carl Anderson, but dude, I know we got some interferences and whatnot, but did we really just see Damian Priest losing to Carl Anderson? Excuse me, no. Then we saw a big-ass brawl, and yes, in the end, the Judgment Day stood tall, which is, appreciated. Carl Anderson beating Damian Priest. Did we really just see that? Sometimes I just don't understand these decisions, man. We see JBL. My man is a great promo. He pranked the audience again. He talked so positively about his hometown, Texas. It's the greatest part of the United States. And he put over Texas for like 4 minutes until he said, until all of you snowflakes ruined it. You get the idea. He called them weak. He called them Gen Z, millennial, whatever. You get the idea. They ruined Texas. I love this JBL. I absolutely love this version of JBL. He introduces the new wrestling god Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin roasts the crowd as well. And he says everyone knows the truth until we see our truth dressed as a cowboy or whatnot. This was kinda funny, I guess. I'ma be honest, our truth is kinda losing his charm. He's not that funny to me anymore. It was funny when he said, oh, I like your Halloween costumes. We are not wearing costumes, you idiot. You're dressed as an old man, angry man, and you're dressed, and Baron Corbin attacks him, and of course takes care of our truth. Okay, don't have much complaints about, Baron Corbin and JBL. I love this pairing, I absolutely do. When are we going to see the clothesline from hell? I really miss it. Possibly the most underrated finisher of all time. Of course, we did see some goofiness. Riddle dressed as Ezekiel. Alpha Academy had some costumes as well. So yeah, this match was goofy. Pumpkins and all of that goofy shit. Normally, I wouldn't be a fan of it, but that was not a big part of the show. It was alright for what it was, and in the end, we still got a pretty decent spot with an RKO with a pumpkin on. So that was good. I never thought I would see an RKO with protection. Then we saw The Miz versus Mustafa Ali. The question was, will we see Dexter? And we did. So Dexter attacks The Miz, but then he got chastened by the security. The Miz gets back, loses against Mustafa Ali. But then we finally got the answer. So what happened between The Miz and Dexter Lumis? That was actually quite unpredictable. I didn't even think about that. WWE investigates. That was actually pretty funny. It had this serious yet very goofy, feel. It kind of reminded me of the dark side of the ring, if I'm being honest. So Johnny Gargano was interviewed by Byron Saxton. We saw the reenactment, which was kind of hilarious. Like I've said, it reminds me of Dark Side of the Ring. So after Dexter Lumis was fired, he was struggling. We saw people giving him money, and The Miz took an opportunity. He was paying Dexter Lumis for Dexter to attack him every week on Monday Night Raw, even during the United States Championship match. It may sound illogical, but he already knew he's going to lose against Bobby, so oh, Dexter attacked me, so it's not really my fault. But why? You might be wondering, what's the point? Well, The Miz is a celebrity. He craves drama. He craves attention. That was the point. He was playing a victim. He wanted a personal stalker. But then something happened. The Miz stopped paying Dexter Lumis, and now Dexter wants his money back. He wants revenge. Whether that was true or not, I don't know. Maybe Johnny Gargano is absolutely lying. But I don't think so. I think it's pretty smart. I think it kind of works with The Miz's gimmick. I don't want to talk about it. Every week he said, I don't want to talk about it. He really didn't want to tell the people why he was attacked by Dexter Lumis because he knows he's guilty. And he's ashamed of it. He's ashamed of the fact that he orchestrated this whole thing. So I didn't expect that at all. Pretty unpredictable. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen now. I think it's time for Dexter to get his contract. And Johnny Gargano so far in the WWE, sometimes I feel like he's kind of cringy when he's trying to copy Shawn Michaels or Triple H. Like, dude, be yourself. You don't need to do that shit, right? Come on. Sometimes it's a bit goofy, but for the most part, he's involved in some funny segments, and I kinda appreciate that. The main event was the Women's Tag Team Championship match, of course. The match was actually really good, better than expected. I thought it's gonna be just a random ass, oh, someone interfered, so the match is over, but that wasn't the case. We did get interferences, but we got a good one. Bayley was fighting with Bianca Belair. We got some cool spots, especially that Bayley to belly, whatever it's called. I don't even remember at this point. That was nice. The match continues, and surprisingly, Asuka and Alexa Bliss won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. How are we feeling about that? I know many people are going to be pissed. And like I've said, yes, the Damage Control are kind of losing their momentum. At the end of the day, does it matter that much? I don't know. I really don't think Triple H is losing hope in them or giving up on them. That's not the case. They're Triple H's girls, right? But that was definitely unexpected. I don't think people should, exaggerate this. They just won the belts, and Damage Control are gonna take them back in a couple of weeks, months, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I don't think so. So yeah, people, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to check out my Reddit video. Pretty funny. Like making it. Like I've said, Reddit videos are absolutely banging right now because you guys keep posting funny shit. Thank you for watching. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.